This week was an interesting week. I'm going to show you what I ate, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your keto sis Lydia. I have been on a keto vacation for about a month and I gained about 5-6 pounds or so over the course of the month, where I was eating all the keto things and treats and not tracking and weighing. This week was supposed to be my first week back. It posed a little bit more difficult to get rid of some of my goodies as I originally had thought. So I'm going to show you what I eat, and then I'm going to let you know at the end what my weigh-in is for the week. So check it out. I put dinner in the crock pot. We are doing like a pork butt. I seasoned it with pink Himalayan salt, pepper, some garlic, and some beef broth. Good morning and happy Tuesday. It is exactly 10 a.m. and I took my medicine this morning, and every time I take it on an empty stomach, it kind of makes me feel a little nauseous. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to remember to take it later, like when it's time to eat my first meal, because, it's not bad. It's not like 100% I feel like crap, but it just kind of, I could tell I feel a little queasy when I take that medication. Anyway, I'm a little hungry, but it is 10 o'clock. I've pushed my eating window. My goal is to hit 16 hours. I think right now I'm at 15 and a half hours of fasting, because I think I finished eating around 6:30 yesterday. So ideally, breaking my fast would be at 10:30 in 30 more minutes. But we actually have some dog sitters coming over to meet Copper, since we're going to be out of town, and they're going to be walking him and feeding him, and so they're coming over at 10:30. So I may have my coffee before they get here, so it's a little bit shy of 16 hours. All right, today's lunch is leftover chicken crust pizza that we had a couple of days ago. I didn't want to toss it out. The crust is made from chicken, like cans of chicken. I got the recipe from Keto Connect. So it's cans of chicken, and I want to say Parmesan cheese and an egg. And then it's topped with Rayo's marinara sauce, pepperoni, sausage, a little bit of bacon. I just put some grated Parmesan cheese, and this is lunch. All right, I just finished my lunch. I thought maybe it was a little too much of the chicken crust pizza, but it was actually perfect. I had all of it, and I feel good. I don't feel stuffed. I am drinking my second cup of water, so I'm getting that water in. I kind of am in the mood for something sweet, but I'm not going to think about it. I'm either going to make a coffee later or maybe have a bang in the middle of the afternoon and try and stave off that sweet tooth. I've noticed that the more sweets you eat, even if they're keto sweets, the more you crave the sweets. So the less I eat it, the better, I think. Same thing with the low-carb tortillas. The more you have it, the more you want it. All right, it is 2:24, and I'm kind of in the mood for something sweet. And I'm not hungry, and I'm not really snacky. So I decided to go in with a bang. We are doing the citrus twist. 0 calories, 0 everything. It's my afternoon pick-me-up. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. The pork looks pretty good. Let me show you real quick. So I'm kind of trying to shred it up. It's still early since it's only 2 o'clock, but I am going to let it kind of sit and marinate in these juices, and then I'm sure it'll like shred up, and we could do, I don't know, pork nachos, eat the pork like this with some guacamole. The kids have chips, they can do nachos, or actually we also have buns. They can do like a pulled pork sandwich or something. So yeah, that's what we got. All right, it is almost 4 o'clock and I'm just checking in with y'all. Yeah, I'm already thinking about dinner, but I'm not super hungry. I think I just want to eat, but I think I'll be hungry when it's time to eat. See, that time to eat thing, I can't get out of that. But I also know that we're going to be somewhere all evening, and if I don't eat before we leave, I'm going to be hangry if I go not having had dinner. You know what I mean? So anyway, we're going to eat before we leave. Just keep it simple. Good morning and happy Wednesday. It is 11:30. I broke my fast at 18 hours this morning at about 9:15 with my coffee. I just came back from the dentist. I had to get a good deep cleaning of my teeth. It's been a while, so I took care of that now. So it's 11:30 and I am ready to have my first meal. Yesterday we had a lot of that pork, the shredded pork that we had for dinner yesterday. So we'll probably eat some of that tonight. I'm not exactly sure in what way I am going to have it. Maybe as a quesadilla with the low carb tortillas, or maybe just shredded kind of like how I had it yesterday. I'm not sure. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to eat for breakfast because I am hungry. I just started to get hungry now. The coffee really kind of kept me at bay today, my collagen coffee. All right, let's go figure out breakfast. Found these at Home Goods. It was an impulse buy, peanut butter cookies, and they were only $3.49. I am sitting down for lunch. It is 10 after 12. I went ahead and made like a chalupa with this low carb tortilla, kind of lightly sprayed the pan with some olive oil and kind of fried it, melted some cheese, put the leftover shredded pork, sour cream, hot sauce, and some lettuce. I kept dinner simple this evening with, I ended up having 2 of these sausages with yellow mustard. Good morning and happy Friday. It is 9:33. I'm going to chat a little bit about yesterday. So I had a very big lunch and I made myself like a low carb chalupa with the shredded pork and some melted cheddar cheese that I grated myself, some hot sauce, some lettuce, and some light sour cream. And then I had another tortilla and I made another chalupa. And that's where I was like, do I need another one? Oh, but they're really good. There's only 1 tortilla left. So let me just make it. Let me just make it. So I made it and I ate it and I was stuffed. I wasn't even hungry the rest of the day yesterday until I started feeling sick. And I don't know if it's the new medication that I'm taking, but I started getting this headache and I just wasn't feeling good. And it was like a headache that was happening on this side of my face for most of the day. And I just felt like, gosh, you know what? I'm not like super hungry, but I feel like I need to eat something because this headache is kind of making me nauseous. So I ended up eating a cheddar sausage that I made in the air fryer, and I poured or squirted yellow mustard all over it. And I had another one. Considering I wasn't even hungry, it made no sense. So yesterday was kind of a shot day. You know, it's one of those things of like, Okay, I mean, I see it. I see it. But, you know, it's that mentality. It's funny how you get into these, like, just screw it. I don't want to do anything anymore. But it's that self-sabotage. And when I watch other videos on YouTube, I realize I'm not the only one that as I get closer to my goal, you find a way to self-sabotage for whatever reason. And I'm not entirely self-sabotaging. I think saying completely screw it to keto altogether and gaining, you know, 30 pounds in one shot would be completely self-sabotaging. But I think I just, you know, I'm getting a little burned out and a little tired of the constant rat race of trying to reach a goal, which is why I even took this month-long break and gave myself grace from having all the rules or all of the keto rules that I put upon myself. So, you know, it's really interesting as I kind of gauge, you know, it's like, you know, I do want to get healthier and fitter, but I also want my sanity. And if having all of these rules and adhering and tracking and all of that is going to make me crazy, then, you know, do I want to do that to myself? But at the same time, it's like, but you want to reach your goal. So how do you get to your goal without going crazy? That is the secret formula that we've got to figure out, right? So, and it's this thing, you know, I was watching Colin DeWay this morning, and he was saying, I mean, the hard truth is you're going to have to sacrifice. The hard truth is you're going to have to work out when you don't want to work out. Guilty. The hard truth is you're going to have to eat less when you want to eat more. I mean, that's his way of thinking and his way of dieting, and I guess the way most people see dieting. And I guess what had drawn me to keto to begin with was it wasn't the traditional counting calories, and it wasn't the, you know, if you eat 1,200 calories a day, you'll be at a deficit and da-da-da-da. Like, it wasn't any of that. It was just, don't eat this sugar. Don't eat this crap. Eat this, you'll be fine. And that simplicity is what I liked. I'm the one who made it complicated with like trying to get myself quicker to my goals, or, you know, trying to get even further down the rabbit hole of keto, and just kind of made myself crazy. But, you know, there's different camps. There's some people who are like, no, tracking is important. Weighing is important. I've had some of those comments on my videos when I said, you know, I'm not going to track anymore, or I'm not going to weigh and measure. And they're like, no, still weigh and measure. You should still know if you're eating 8 ounces of meat versus 4 ounces of meat. But, you know, there's another camp of people that are like, you know, eat until you're full and don't eat when you're not hungry. And that's the two camps. I want to be a part of this camp, but I sometimes don't know how to control that. And I eat beyond hunger or beyond fullness, and I eat when I'm not hungry, and I continue eating when I'm full. And so that kind of thing is what I'm trying to break. So it's like, well, then I feel like maybe I need to understand this in order to be part of this camp. I don't know. Oh, you know, by the way, I'm having a mysterious ring. Do you see this ring? This is like the third shirt that I have found this ring on, and I'm not exactly sure. My husband is convinced that I'm like either cooking with the spray oil and like resting it on my boob or something. It's just like an oil ring that I can't get out, and I don't understand where it's coming from. Anyway, I just needed to address it because it, to me, glares this stain. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of where we are today. So yesterday I had those 2 sausages, and it was probably around 7:15, 7:30 that I finished eating that. So it was later. I was really trying to listen to my body yesterday and say, okay, if I'm not hungry, let's not eat. But that headache and the nausea was starting to really get to me, and that's kind of why I ended up eating, and I ended up eating so late. I am going to break my fast soon and have my collagen coffee. I don't know how many hours I've been fasting. 7:30, I guess 14 hours since it's 9:30 now. 14 and a half hours when I drink my coffee. Yeah, that's just where we are today. Just wanted to share. All right. right, I decided to put a few chicken wings in the air fryer. These are like really ginormous wings, so I could only fit 6 today. So I did some garlic butter and some shredded Parmesan cheese, and not the cleanest of ranches, but I've got some Hidden Valley Ranch that we're gonna use, and this is our first meal of today. All right, I went ahead and got a cup. I don't know how much. I may put some Faya yogurt in a bowl with some lemonade Mio and some Sola granola. All right, dinner is a hamburger patty with a slice of Colby Jack cheese, a slice of provolone, and some mayonnaise, mustard, and sugar-free ketchup on top. So after my month-long vacation of eating all the keto things to where it felt like I was trying to gain weight, and I had gone up to 179.4, I had originally started at I was teetering at 172, 174, and I think right when I decided to stop tracking, I was at 174. The lowest I had seen so far had been 172. So right when I stopped tracking was 174, and then after my month-long vacation, I went up to 179.4. I weighed in this morning, and I am today at 178.4. I lost exactly 1 pound this week. I mean, when you think about everything that I ate, I ate more than I thought I was going to eat this week. I still ended up eating low-carb tortillas and treats. I did try to pull the reins back a little bit, and I tried to start intermittent fasting as much as I could this week. It was a rockier week. I mean, I knew I had 1 week of trying to pull the reins in before I go on vacation. So, you know, I tried as best as I could, and I still lost 1 pound. So I'm going to take it as a win. So that's it for today, guys. We are heading out to vacation tomorrow, and I will be showing you what I'm eating and drinking and ingesting over the course of 9 days. And hopefully I don't do too much damage because I've already gained the 5 pounds. Well, 4. So we'll see how that goes. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button now. Leave me a message. I love hearing from you. If you want to leave any tips or suggestions in the comments below, I'd love to hear about it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.